Jackie Robinson is most known for his outstanding career as the first African American to play Major League Baseball. But his impact on the civil rights movement preceded his career as a baseball player and continued well after he retired from the game. Robinson's accomplishments as a baseball player would have made him a household name even if he hadn't been the first to break the color barrier. He was Rookie of the Year in 1947 and was an All-Star for 6 consecutive seasons. Robinson was named the most valuable player in the National League in 1949 and played in 6 World Series. On top of those accomplishments, he was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame and was selected for baseball's All-Century team. These accomplishments made it possible for young African American athletes to pursue their dreams of playing in the pros. But perhaps Robinson's greatest accomplishments was handling with grace the racism and abuse that was heaped upon him as the first African American in the major leagues. Pitchers threw out his heads, players went out of their way to spike him on the bases. His courage inspired other African Americans to strive for equal rights. Robinson's career made it easy for civil rights activists to do their jobs as well. His career combated many beliefs that came with segregation. This made it easier for activists to speak out on segregation and integration, not only in baseball but also in other areas like schools. Robinson grew up in California and was a high school standout in 4 sports. After attending junior college, he went to UCLA, where he also played 4 sports. He was drafted into the Army in 1942 after the entry of the United States into World War II. While in the Army, Robinson was riding on a military bus and was asked to move to the back. He refused because buses were desegregated and he felt there was no reason for it. Robinson was court-martialed in 1944, then moved to Camp Breckenridge, where he was honorably discharged. By refusing to move, Robinson shows that he was standing up for himself and his rights. This is similar to the situation that happened with Rosa Parks when she refused to give up her seat. While at Camp Breckenridge, a former player for the Kansas City Monarchs encouraged him to try out for the Negro League team. Jackie started his career in the Negro Leagues and would be discovered by Branch Rickey. Branch Rickey signed Jackie Robinson to the Dodgers in 1945, which opened up doors for other black athletes and brought attention to the civil rights movement. Jackie himself even criticized the slow pace of baseball integration. After his career in baseball, he became more involved in the movement. He wrote strongly worded letters to political elites, including presidents, criticizing how slow the government was moving on the issue. After his baseball career, he became part of the NAACP and even criticized that organization's inability to take a more direct action. Robinson himself even took part in the Youth March for Integrated Schools. Just a few days before Robinson died, he criticized the slow pace of baseball integration again when he stated, "I'd like to have lived to see a black manager." This is another jab at the slow pace of baseball integration and segregation everywhere. Robinson's number was retired long after he quit playing. This is already a huge honor to anybody who ever has their number retired. His number was not only retired in the Dodgers, but it was also retired through every team in the MLB. This means that nobody is allowed to wear number 42. Every April 15th, everyone wears number 42 to honor Jackie Robinson and his play and his impact on baseball integration and segregation. Jackie Robinson's career was also honored with 4 major Hollywood movies, ranging from his military career into his baseball career. The fact that he even got 1 movie made after him is a huge success. It draws attention to the cause and showcases the immense impact he had on baseball integration and segregation. With Robinson's spot in baseball, it opened many doors for Robinson himself to talk about segregation, for he had the media's attention. This also allowed for civil rights activists to battle against segregation. For Robinson's actions against racism were often nonviolent and handled with grace, which were some of the reasons segregation was a thing. Titled The Jackie Robinson Experiment by Branch Rickey himself, Jackie Robinson was much more than just an experiment, however. He was a name in most households, for he was able to open up doors for many black athletes to come and inspire many. He also was able to talk about the problems with segregation and integration and open up doors for civil rights leaders on the topics. His impact overall was great, and he garnishes the titles of a legend, a hero, and an inspiration.